Welcome back to Sakura Santa, everyone. I said Sakura Spirit again when I did the audio check, didn't I? I think I did. Whatever. Anyway, in the last episode, we finished our lingerie shopping date with Akina, and then she broke into our apartment to show it off that she apparently wasn't wearing them. Regardless, I'm not sure if it's okay for a girl to take you to a lingerie shop on the first date. I'm not sure if I care either. The way she just declared I'm her boyfriend, though, she's moving a little fast. Of course, she was also the one who asked me out on a date within minutes of meeting me.
This is how you get human thralls, right?
So much to think about. Itsumi is still on my mind even now. Everything is kind of... Wait, what? So much to think about. Itsumi is still on my mind even now. Everything just kind of dropped off after middle school. We have years of catching up to do. What am I going to do about this? I can't stress out about this, though. I'll just clear my mind. I mean, attention from more cute girls is better, right? Well, I do have to be careful with how I spend my time. I only have a few more days until Christmas, after all. Anyway, whether or not she says I'm her boyfriend, I'm not going to get upset. There are more important things to do. Okay, so what's going on is this is also kind of a dating simulator-ish kind of thing. There was in Sakura Angels, there was a score system going on behind the background depending on what you were doing.
And that told you which girl you got.
Right, so I assume that's what's going on here. So I bet you some of his dialogue changes too, depending on who you're dating or whatever.
Huh.
Because he said, Itsumi's still on my mind too. I wonder if that would have even brought up if we had chosen to stick with Akina or Santa in the first few episodes. But we will see. All right, Dicey, where are we going now? That does not count because I just threw it on my keyboard. 6, we're staying at home like boring people. I guess I'll just relax today. I don't really need to go out all the time, right?
Koji!
Who is that? Was it Santa? I hear her voice somewhere.
Koji, help!
It's coming from behind the window? Opening the curtain reveals her, clinging desperately to the windowsill.
Koji, let me in!
Questions can happen later. I open the window to the chilling wind and pull her all over myself, apparently. I pull too hard and lose my balance. Her breasts wind up squeezing against my face.
Koji, are you okay?
Let me point out again that we always do the censored versions of these games for YouTube, so I'm sure that would have been drawn out if you got this game from Nutaku or something. Anyway, my words don't come out except as muffled noises.
What was that? I can't hear you.
Fuck it. My hands flail to grasp her shoulders and push her up and off me. Sweet, life-giving air floods in as I gasp for breath.
Sorry about that.
She jumps to her feet and I slowly stand up. So, you knew where I live. But why didn't you just knock?
I got nervous. Thought I was going to get lost in the apartment complex. So I took the quickest route to your home.
I suppose that's fair. She seems upset by the whole thing, so I should just drop it. And next time, call before you come. I'll show you the way.
Thank you, Koji.
I'm not going to ask how she managed to reach my window.
Magic!
After all that's happened, I've realized that applying logic to this week simply isn't going to work.
I've managed to get in plenty of work, so I have some time off. So we can spend time together.
She begins to look around my apartment.
It's not very Christmassy around here.
It's not the first time I've heard that this week. I just didn't buy any decorations.
Why not?
Because I thought I was going to be all alone for Christmas.
Well, that's no longer the case. There's no way I can allow your apartment to be so barren, Koji. It's time for some Christmas spirit.
She pulls out her wand and begins twirling it.
Hold my hand for a moment, Koji.
Hold your hand. She reaches out with one hand, the other still twirling the candy cane.
Yes, there's something I want you to see.
My hand clasps with her own.
Now close your eyes. This part's a secret.
I guess I'll just roll with it. Can I open my eyes yet?
Of course!
But what? Where are we?
This is my workshop.
Santa's workshop. But don't question it, Koji. Just don't question it. Right, your workshop.
Now then, Let's make some decorations. My family taught me how to make them, so I think I'm pretty good at it.
You mean there's an entire family of Santas?
Yep, we look after different parts of the world.
So, is there a Santa with a big belly and a white beard?
You're talking about Dad?
You mean that Santa Claus is your dad?
Yep, would you like to meet him? Maybe he'll have time after Christmas is over. Obviously, I'm Japanese Santa because I appeal to Japanese interests. Look at me, I'm blonde, blue-eyed, and I've got huge tits.
This week gets stranger with each passing moment. I guess in a world this big, it makes sense. Even with magic, one person can only do so much. How big is your family, Santa?
Let me think.
Her face screws up with a thoughtful expression.
Well, my predecessor was my uncle, and he's the tentacle guy.
He even lightly bangs the candy cane on her skull.
Sorry, I lost count.
That's how many of you there are?
Well, of course. Making toys for billions of children is not that easy.
What kind of virility does Father Claus possess? And what about Mrs. Claus? Even knowing magic is involved somehow, I can hardly believe it. Still, I have to admit I'm curious about the Claus family.
Anyway, since we have this much time, I can make some quality decorations.
She turns to a workbench as she speaks. Then her hands speed up into a blur and she grabs various things and starts pulling them together.
Done!
She bounces back to me, Christmas lights almost spilling out of her arms.
Let's go back and decorate your apartment.
Are your elbows bending the correct direction?
Yep, because see, you got muscle on each side of
That's
your
gotta be
arm.
uncomfortable to just... Well, whatever.
Yep, you can do that, see?
Yes, but she's been standing like that since we met her.
And she's also squishing her tits together, so
She
she's getting a
is.
serious upper arm workout. There's no way I'm gonna let you have holiday blues.
Thank you, but
But
how do we get back?
that's easy. Just close your eyes again.
Okay, let's do this.
Bam!
A sharp clap is audible next to me.
Open them! Yep, back safe and sound.
Open your eyes.
Huh?
She finally turns around to notice where she is.
Is this a lingerie store?
It seems so.
I'm sorry, Koji. This doesn't usually happen.
Are you sure?
Maybe sometimes when I really need some new bras.
She's awfully clumsy and absent-minded. I bet this kind of thing happens all the time.
Close your eyes again.
Maybe I'll actually be back in my apartment this time.
1, 2, bam!
Another clapping sound echoes through the air again. Finally, we make it back, safe and sound. Hey, Santa, it looks like it worked this time. Wait, where is she? I look around, but Santa is nowhere to be found. Santa, where'd you go? Then I nearly trip over a bump on the floor.
Wow, Santa.
I might have to pyro-pasty that one, too.
Wow.
Santa is sprawled out on the
candy cane is dangerously close.
Santa is sprawled out on the floor of my apartment, completely dazed.
Oh, I hope I didn't land on an
Her
ornament.
lovingly crafted Christmas decorations are scattered everywhere, covering
I
her...
don't want to think about the hospital bill. Help! I can't move! Help me, Koji!
She writhes within the wires and ornaments, but she's stuck. If anything, she only gets herself more entangled. To make matters worse, her skirt has been flipped up.
Don't look under my skirt! My panties! This is the second time you've seen them.
A sniffle escapes from her. Look, don't worry about your panties, okay? Just relax, everything will be fine. That's definitely something I never expected to say. Now there's a cute girl stretched out on my apartment floor.
Koji, well, you're monologuing and getting very embarrassed.
She actually is quite pretty with a bit of, in the right places.
Koji, stop looking at my parts and let me up.
Look at that clamshell. I shouldn't let myself get distracted. The first thing to do is free her from that mess. As I just realized I'm going to have to pyro-pasty over half the dialogue text in order to pull that off. But anyway, because that is... Yeah, it's a little too much. I'm gonna have to pyro-pasty it. As I look into the mountain of Christmas decorations, I begin to despair. I don't have any idea how I'm going to manage it, but I'll try. Hold still, okay? I'm gonna get you out of this mess.
Oh, okay.
I tug at a bit of tinsel, but she lets out a sharp cry.
That's pulling on something?
It seems to be wrapped around her chest, so that every time I pull it, squeezes. It's not that the view isn't nice, but she seems really upset. I'm gonna need to reach around. I start to pull on it again, this time taking it slow. She only lets go of a small sniffle this time. Success, it is free. Now I need to get the Christmas lights, except they are wrapped over her thighs until they... That's gonna be a problem. A massive problem.
Be gentle, Koji. Please. This is the first time.
Oh my god. I'm not just a high schooler anymore, but there are some places that are... How do I do this without... No, who am I kidding? There's no way. I'll have to do it. After one of the greatest... God damn it, I'm gonna need a break after this one. After one of the greatest struggles in my life, Santa is free from the decorations. She sniffles again.
Why am I so clumsy? Everything's going wrong.
Hey, everything's fine. I'm happy you visited me, Santa.
Thank you, Koji. You remind me of Dad a little.
That's not weird.
Ooh, Dad zone. Such a gentleman.
I don't doubt it. Not sure I can measure up to an actual legend.
Now then, let's decorate.
With your cooch-covered lights? Of course. After a short while, we cover the room with lights. Oh, that is kind of nice. They actually changed the background. Now for the most important decision.
It's not Christmas without a Christmas tree, is it?
Not at all. Before I know it, it goes up in the corner.
Come on then, we have to get ready.
Her merriment is infectious, whatever.
Infectious.
Yes, sure, I'd love to. From the massive box of decorations she brought, we pull out all kinds. Both of us reach for the same branch, our fingers brushing against each other.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
She's getting really worked up over it. What a shy girl. After a while, the tree is done.
We did it! Doesn't it look lovely?
Absolutely. Good thing we can see it just out of frame, apparently. For a moment, we stand together and admire our handiwork.
Feels warmer in here now.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I could tell how gloomy it was. There wasn't any Christmas cheer in here at all. But now, there's plenty of it.
She sheepishly fidgets in place.
Sorry about today, by the way. I was nervous because that was the first time I've shown someone my workshop.
Her workshop? Really? I'm the first person to see it?
Yes.
That's actually really special, isn't it? Most people don't see Santa in their entire lives, yet I got invited to her workshop. If I didn't know better, why me exactly?
Well, I just think that you're special, Koji. And after you helped me so much, I wanted to do something nice for you too.
There's something there at least. Well, thank you, Santa. Thank you for the decorations.
You're welcome. If you're lacking in Christmas spirit, I won't be far away.
She glances at the clock.
Oh, I've still got more toys to make before the big day. I'll come back another day. Thank you for letting me in today, Koji.
You're welcome. Just remember to use the door next time.
Okay, if I can find it.
She begins to climb. Hey, no! Use the door, not the window.
But I might get lost.
You have a goddamn candy cane. Stop it. Now that it's nightfall,
Teleportation doesn't work in liminal spaces, Koji!
I can see what the Christmas lights look like in the dark. These decorations sure are bright. It's almost blinding. A subdued creaking sound echoes in the apartment like someone walking over the floor.
Sorry, Koji. I guess I made them too bright. If you don't want decorations up this year, it's fine.
What are you doing back in my apartment, and when did I say something like that? Didn't you leave hours ago?
I wanted to see what the decorations look like.
It's not that I'm bothered by Santa, but I'd rather know when people are in my home. I must have left the window open. I'm just glad you went
Why
out
would
of your way to
leave
do
your
this
window
for
open
me,
when
Santa.
it's fucking cold out.
Just glad you went out of your way to do this for me, Santa. And we will see if she or some cleverness to get us into the next episode outro.
That works.
Sure. Thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow for another episode.
Merry Christmas, everybody! Santa outro.